Today we're going to do an episode dedicated to the Shamrock Brew Fest.
Yes,
That's
March 8th.
March 8th at the Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. We're going to the mall.
Going to the mall on Sunday.
And Shamrock Fest hosted by Megabyte Events. There'll be approximately 20 breweries, over 50 varieties of beer.
Yeah.
Gourmet food vendors,
Cool.
Live DJ, and games and all that stuff they do at these beer fests.
In the mall.
In the mall.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Because it's, Bergen County?
Bergen County,
and the
blue
mall,
laws.
And the mall is closed
Can't
on
sell
Sunday.
clothes on Sundays in Bergen County.
Nope.
So you pay one fee to get in. You get all your drinks for free. You get a 5-ounce souvenir glass and with a 2-ounce pour line. And you can sample any beer that's in there.
Cool.
And
I looked up the breweries, man. We got some good ones.
Got some good ones, man. Yeah, there's a...
we were at one on Sunday that's going to be there.
Yeah, all the breweries, you can find them at the website, which is megabyteevents.com/shamrock-brew-fest.
There you go.
You get all the breweries, and they include 902, Fort Nonsense, Montclair Brewing, Jersey Cyclone. They've all been on the show.
Yeah, they've all been on our show.
And the Lone Eagle will be there.
Yep.
We're scheduling something with them. Tickets $49. You get for an extra $10. You get a VIP tickets.
VIP for an extra $10.
VIP gets you in an hour early, so it's an hour more of sampling beers.
Yes.
So check that out. Go to the website. And our guest today is the one of the event organizers for Megabyte. And
okay.
He's the chief planner for this beer fest and also for the Brewstravaganza in Morristown, which is in April.
Yes.
So we'll talk to him about both of those things and what else he's got going on. So without further ado, let's see if we can get him on the line.
Sure.
Okay, we have a guest on the line.
Sure.
We have Howard, who's a longtime event planner and works now for Megabyte Events. They host a lot of different types of events across the state.
Various
food truck events and all that jazz.
Yes.
And we're talking to him now about primarily the Shamrock Brew Fest that we mentioned. That's going to be at the Garden State Plaza
on March 8th.
And
thanks, guys. I appreciate the invite to get on the air with you guys.
Yeah, well, we thank you for your time and for being able to come on. Tell us a little bit about the event itself. We've briefly gone over, the website and some of the breweries, but tell us from your side what's going on.
Well, I've always wanted to put on a brew festival. I've been to a bunch here in New Jersey, the couple down in D.C., the Red, White, and Brews that they do in Nationals Park, and I loved it. And when I had the opportunity to start this business with my partner, I was like, we have to do a brew festival. And after a little bit of convincing, she was like, okay, let's go. So with all the amazing breweries here in New Jersey, Southern New York, Eastern Pennsylvania, there's so many great brands that are out there. We wanted to hold an event in Paramus where there hasn't been an event there to the best of my knowledge. I know there's the one at the Meadowlands, but there's nothing that takes place in Paramus. And Paramus is known for their bars and there's a lot of Bergen County breweries as well. And with the mall being closed on Sundays because of the archaic blue laws that we have here in New Jersey or Bergen County, it goes back to Puritan.
I still chuckle when I hear that.
God bless government, right?
Lifelong Jersey, and I still chuckle when I hear that. So.
Yeah, it's great. But the good news is the town of Paramus knows that on Sunday, the mall does a lot of different events. We're doing stuff there in the summer with our food truck festival. So when we, said, hey, listen, we would love to do our first beer fest. Let's do it on Sunday at the mall. And they were like, hey, that's great. That'll be a great opportunity for our restaurants that are there to get some additional traffic. And, you can still sell food, you can still sell alcohol, and you can still sell entertainment. So the movie theaters are open. So they jumped at the chance for us to do what is now our first ever brew festival. Hopefully, the first of many. I mean, we have another one in Morristown coming up in April, but we want to be able to really tackle this one with 20 or 21 different breweries will be there represented. So we'll have between 40 and 45 different beers on tap. So we're really looking forward, and I know you guys just went to Montclair this past weekend, and those guys were one of the first people to jump on board, and they've been promoting it, and they're just awesome people. So I am looking forward to trying to stay sober as I'm working the door, since I'll be there all day, which is always the hard part. You know, how much do I work and how much do I play? But, another person that I do want to thank is our presenting sponsor who helped us pay for our sample mugs and sample glasses, and that's Cross Country Cycle BMWs of Hasbrook Heights. They did they jumped on board and they said, yeah, we would love to be there. So there'll be some bikes on display, but their logo is going to be on the glass VIPs and the plastic Pilsner for general admission. So
nice.
It's going to be fun. I mean, one thing's going to happen. We're going to know what we're doing, or we have to learn what we have to fix. So that's the fun part about doing these for the first time. You really don't know what to expect, but we're expecting to learn a lot and to meet all the brewers and meet you guys face to face for the first time and be like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, man, and it looks like a great festival. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, I look up the breweries. I was like, hey, man, these are there's a bunch here that we haven't talked to. We haven't even had a chance to yet.
Yeah.
Or even sample. So.
Which is great. And it was funny when the when the ABC had to come and do our face-to-face meeting because they have to interview all the producers and licensing holders for these events. The lawyer was like, when I first heard this was going to be in a shopping mall, I was like, well, that's going to be interesting. And when he came and saw the space, it's right by Macy's and where the restaurants are, where the old carousel used to be at Garden State Plaza. We have a lot of space, and a lot of the chairs and furniture are going to stay there so people can sit and hang out, so you don't have to stand the entire time. He was like, wow, this is going to work out great. So he was like, why are we doing it in the mall? And then when he saw the space and saw some of the restaurants are going to be open that are going to be there, plus our friends at Columbia Inn are providing free pizza for everyone who comes into the VIP, so you get some free food too. He was really impressed. So this is the first time that he can remember a brew festival inside a shopping mall. So we're making history here in the big dirty Jersey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the first one I've ever heard of, but knowing the blue laws of Bergen County, or at least some of them, and not that I understand them, but it makes a lot of sense.
It does, and I'm really surprised it hasn't been hit on yet.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to do this festival at the Garden State Plaza.
Well, again, it is the largest mall in New Jersey. It's the most trafficked. And we're hoping with the internal marketing that's going on starting tomorrow in the mall, we're doing a big Valentine's Day sale right now, beer your Valentine, if you will, where if you log on to megabyteevents.com, BITE events.com, put in click on buy tickets. If you use the discount code HEART, as in Valentine's Day, you're going to get 50% off. For this week until Sunday. So what's better than for Valentine's Day gift to give the gift of beer to your loved one? So take advantage of this 50% off sale while it goes until Sunday. So that's kind of, again, we're trying to tap into everyone who is looking for something to do on a Sunday. There's no football. Well, unless the XFL will have a game, but there's no real football going on.
Right.
And maybe you want to have a couple pops and then go watch the XFL game that night. But we understand it's a school night, Sunday, so it's going to be a little bit different. But we think that we're providing some great product and some great companies that are here in New Jersey. And some of you guys, like Jersey Cyclone, have only been around for a year or two. Jan's been so helpful.
Yeah, they're great guys.
Tom, go ahead.
We did a show from there.
Yeah, they're excellent guys.
Yeah.
He lives about five minutes from my house. I'm going to be popping over here tomorrow. Thank him personally. Tom at Ghost Hawk has been incredibly helpful in the last couple of weeks. Kind of giving us some ins and outs and things we have to consider, and we're looking forward to working with him on another big event in Bergen County later on in the fall. But it's been the guys from 902 jumped right on, Climax jumped right on real quick. Again, Montclair was the first one to sign up, so it was it was really nice to be the new guys on the block, and they're like, oh no, man, we'll definitely have one. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's go. Let's have some fun. So that made me feel really confident that we have some really good partners.
Yeah, and everybody listening, he did say that if you buy your tickets between now and Sunday, and you use the code HEART, 50% off. That's huge.
It really is.
That's huge. Get your tickets now.
Why exactly? Why pay 20? Listen, as a promoter, hey, listen, wait to the last minute, pay at the door. But why pay $20 more? Why pay full price when you can take advantage of the Valentine's Day opportunity? So we really want to do our best to make this one and get 300-400 people. We're realistic for the first time event, but if we can get 500 people, that would be awesome. But 300 is a good event, and we'll take this opportunity and just grow and make it bigger next year and then jump forward and pay it forward with our event in April at Menin Arena. Which is called the Morristown Brew Extravaganza. And with that event, we're looking at almost 30 breweries. It's going to be an indoor-outdoor event, weather permitting, with food trucks all in the back outside. So you'll be able to take your beers outside as well, plus using the hockey rink inside, which obviously the ice will be melted. But, so there'll be a lot of other things going on at that event. But right now, our focus, and we'll talk about that one later as we get closer, but right now, the main focus for us right now is really capitalizing on the people, Bergen, Hudson, Passaic County, that are just, 20, 30 minutes away from Garden State Plaza to check us out. And come in and, just sit down and say, I've never had United, Brewing Company. Let's try this stuff out. Wow, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's really the key. And that's when I first started, going to brew festivals. You guys are beer connoisseurs. I just like to taste the beer, and, listen, sometimes the Miller Lite's fine. But, sometimes you want to try something different. And I'll be honest, I'm not an IPA guy. Right. I'm more of as I went to some of these brew festivals, I was like, ooh, this is good. Now we just get in line and then get back in the back of the line. And by the time I got back to the front, I was done with my little sample. And there was this one stout they had down in DC. And I think my wife and I were on that line like 6 times. And I got pretty lit just by drinking that stout the entire time. But I never knew this stuff existed. And that's the part that I really love. Is like, wow, there's so much more than just the commercial 5 or 6 you see in every bar. And I, myself and my friend, have done a lot more craft purchasing, when it comes to the ones that are out there in bottles and cans. But when I go to bars now, hey, I'm looking for, Lone Eagle, or I'm looking for Cypress on there, just kind of try it out and give a little love to another fellow New Jersey company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That's the way we approach this whole thing too.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing for people that, I think everybody listening to our show has experience with beer festivals, but some may not.
Yeah.
If you don't, if there's a certain style of beer that you don't like, or if you have a friend that doesn't really like beer, these are the places to go, because you'll find something there that you do like.
Yeah.
And you might not be an IPA guy, but I guarantee you, if you try the IPAs that these guys have, you're going to find one that you're going to go, oh wow, that's really good. And,
right. One's not going to taste like alcoholic Fresca.
Exactly.
And to that point, I went to one last year, and and God bless these guys. They're out there pushing their brands and saying, hey, you got to try this, and here's how it's made. And again, thank you, ABC, for the education part of it. But you're really pushing, and this one guy was pushing, oh, this is it's made with currants, and here comes this red beer. And I was like, oh, this has to be pretty good. Well, it wasn't. And, I was like, well, I gave it a shot. Then I poured it out, and right next to, then maybe you'll like this one instead. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is so much better. So they're not offended if you don't like one, because they're going to have another one there that you probably will. So there's so many different choices at this event that I was like, wow. And there was an IPA that I did have that was not really citrusy and bitter. It was like, wow, this is kind of mellow. This isn't bad. It had like 9% alcohol in it, but, which I guess is a positive side effect. But it was really something that I enjoyed and I didn't expect to. And it was just one of those experiences where like, wow, I can't wait to do my own next year.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay to get in.
right? Yeah. Well, we understand that because we do a lot of work in the background, reaching out to the breweries and promoting each brewery that we can. Who are participating in these festivals, and then speaking with the promoters and doing as much as we can in terms of promotion. And one of the benefits is that, hey, we don't have to pay to go to these things anymore.
Listen, it's when I worked on my other company, I had a lot of perks and it was great. So I kind of like, oh, I get to go to this concert, I get to go to this for free. It was great. Now I'm like, oh, well, I have to pay for these things.
Right.
But now, as in the event world, I have a few other different little perks. But let me just kind of mention real quick for your listeners, who don't have the opportunity to go to the website right now to see what's going on. We have 902 Brewing will be there, Elementary, Angry Dad, which will be serving with the Columbia Inn. Columbia Inn restaurant has their own pizza lager, they call it, which mixes great with pizza, so I'm a big fan of theirs. Brick City, Climax, Cypress would be there in conjunction with Ghost Hawk. They did a mixed brew. So Ghost Hawk is going to be doing and providing this mix that they created. Fort Nonsense, Founders, Defiant, up from New York. Hoboken Brewery was really eager and reaching out to us a lot to get involved. Juicy Cyclone, who I mentioned, Lone Eagle, Montclair, Chamonix Creek, Palomino, Ramstein, Spellbound, Trogs out from Pennsylvania, and United Brewing Company. I mean, we would love to have more, but space, limits us. We want to have enough space for people to move around. We have another partner of ours who will be there doing cornhole tournaments for cash. So you guys want to flip down a couple bucks and have a chance to play cornhole and actually win a couple $100s. That'll be great because the New Jersey Play Sports will be there doing that. We'll have a DJ playing music, so there'll be a nice background behind it. We wanted to bring a band, but a band in the mall and the acoustics I thought would just not really work. So we want to keep it where you can actually hear the person you're talking to, you came with, or talk to the person who's serving you the beer if you ask more questions about the products. We wanted to make it more of a community situation as opposed to some of these mega events where it's just a giant, shit show.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got great breweries there.
Oh, there's some really good.
There's some of our favorites.
Yeah.
The ones from in-state. But also, we're big fans of Founders, and Trogs is great.
Neshaminy Creek.
Yeah, Neshaminy Creek. Well, they're technically in Jersey, but it's Philly. Yeah. But
something good has to come out of that city, other than their since their sports teams are so bad. So there's something, right?
Something good. Yeah. But they make great beers.
Yes.
We're big fans of, you've got some top-notch breweries there. I really like seeing guys like Lone Eagle at these things.
Sure.
Because they're not one of the big players out there,
No.
But they make awesome beers, and they do unique things like Belgians and, a lot of barrel-aged stuff. So we appreciate all of that.
I'm popping over there tomorrow to thank them and drop off some stuff so we can promote the events a little bit more with their in their room. So it's going to be nice after talking on the phone with these guys to actually beat them before the event, because I know the day of the event everybody's kind of spinning,
right,
doing everything else, and sometimes those guys aren't going to be there. They'll have their activation teams there and not, but it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great event, and you guys have been so helpful in reaching out to us and wanting to promote. And listen, in a lot of ways, we're like the New Jersey Brewery X, who's just starting out and trying to put make a brand imprint here in the state and say, listen, we want to do this for Paramus and Bergen County. It's great the Meadowlands has it, Atlantic City has it, but sometimes you can really do a good event in a town that has a lot of population where you don't need to put 25,000 people in a convention center.
Right,
so where you have some real time to bond with these brands and talk to them, so it becomes a little more personal, like a real community.
Yeah, no, I think that's an awesome approach to this. We're looking forward to it, and I mean, we plan to, in between now and the festival, we also plan to be at Lone Eagle and do a show from there.
We'll talk to them. We'll probably talk to Fort Nonsense.
No, we'll be back at Fort Nonsense.
Yeah.
We're working on all of these things, so we'll be doing a lot of promotion that way and allowing them to cross promote, and man, we're looking forward to it.
Well, that's great, guys. So let me just give one more plug on the website. It's Megabyte, BITE events, plural.com. You'll notice when you log on, we do food truck festivals and beer festivals. Just scroll down to see the St. Patrick's Day green for our Shamrock Brew Festival. Click there and then go to our ticket page to purchase your tickets. Use the passcode if you can before Sunday, which is Hearts for 50% off. And then we may be running another sale after that, for a lot less percentage off, but take advantage of it when you can. In addition to the beer festivals, we do traditional food truck festivals, and you'll notice those. Some of the locations, we're planning about 18 of those this year. The first 5 or 6 are up on the webpage. But there we have local vendors will come out there, and we'll have a licensee holder will bring a lot of these different beers there as well. We're using for the Bridgewater Food Truck Festival, Mike from Project Pub over in Somerville, who does a ton of work and does his own beer and craft festival in Somerville. He's bringing a lot of these brands as well with him for that event. So we don't want to make this just a one-off event. Hey, here's the Morristown and here's the Shamrock and we're done. We want to try and incorporate as many of these brands into all of our events throughout the year and really kind of make it a nice, good New Jersey kumbaya. So again, guys, thank you so much for the time, and I really hope that your listeners and the people who may not have found you yet but will after this come and check us out. And we look forward to seeing you and look forward to seeing them.
Awesome, man.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. And,
yes.
And folks, when you go to the website, megabyteevents.com,
yes.
Check out some of the other events too, because there's a lot. They have a lot going on.
Yeah.
So again, thank you for your time, and we'll be speaking to you soon. I think that's it for now. Unless you got anything else you want to throw in before we cut you off the line.
Oh no, you can cut me off. We're good.
All right.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Take care. Thanks, Howard.
Bye-bye.
All right. So we didn't. You know what we didn't do?
What?
We didn't talk about what the hell we're drinking today.
No, let me get the can of what I'm drinking.
All right. I'll try to tell you what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a... who the hell makes this?
Departed Souls.
Departed Souls from Jersey City. This is Keys to the Caribbean. And I can't read all this shit. Tom will have to help me out because it's green font on a green can. I'm definitely getting a lot of citrus in here, man.
Oh, okay.
This is a very, very, very citrusy beverage, and it's tasty as hell.
It's Departed Souls Brewing Company, Keys to the Caribbean. Fruit ale.
It is a fruit ale.
Inspired by key lime pie.
There you go.
Brewed with key lime,
Yeah, I can taste it.
marshmallows, and graham crackers.
Well, I don't taste any marshmallows or graham crackers, but I'm getting a lot of that key lime. Tastes like a key lime pie.
I guess that's what it's
That's what
supposed
they're
to
going
take. Yes.
for, yeah.
And that's Departed Souls, Jersey City. They've been around a while. We haven't came across these guys too much.
No, haven't seen them at the brew fests.
I mean, we follow them on Instagram. They're everywhere. I see them everywhere,
Yeah.
but we haven't ran into them yet.
Yeah.
So, Departed Souls, yeah, you guys hear this, get a hold of us.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Doesn't have too much weight to it. It's 5.2.
It's tasty as hell, man.
It seems like a summer beer.
It is definitely, I would consider a summer beer, but I'm enjoying it right now.
Okay.
It's it's got that key lime pie thing.
And on it says hashtag definitely not gluten free.
Definitely not.
So that's what's on the can.
All right.
All right.
So if you're trying to avoid, gluten,
don't drink that.
don't drink that one for sure. And what do you got?
I'm drinking Bolero Snort Brewery Snowball Fights.
Fucking Bolero Snort always manages to fucking weave their way into this show.
Yeah, they do. That's because they make such fucking cool beers.
They do, and they make a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's cool.
This is it's a double IPA. It's got vanilla, milk sugar. I think it's really good.
I do too. I had some of those the other night.
It's a little on the weighty side at 8.1.
It is.
But again, it don't taste like an 8.1
No.
beer.
No.
You know, so
that's a nice hazy IPA too, man. It's got that. It's perfect. The color's perfect.
It's real nice, man. It's a nice fucking beer.
Yeah. I wish Potts was here to tell us what it sounded like.
Yeah. We need the beer whisperer, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we need the beer whisperer.
See, we're the only show that has a beer whisperer.
That's right.
You know, maybe we can get a show on like fucking like what is that? That has all this Lifetime or all those.
Yeah, Lifetime. Yeah.
You know, or fucking. We'll probably have to be on Vice because it's beer whisperer.
Yeah.
Well, Pot's going around listening to people's beers when I punch them.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you freak.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's what I'm drinking, man. Fucking, once again, Bolero Snort.
Yeah,
fucking cranking it out. They just released Juicy Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles.
Well, Juicy Pebbles.
Is it Juicy Pebbles?
Yes.
That's another one. It's very similar, but it's got lime instead of vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a similar brew, yes.
And they also just released Magically Delicious.
Yeah, Magically Delicious.
Came out last night.
Just released it last night.
So if you see that, grab it. Because it was the InebriNation Beer of the Year last year.
And hopefully this run of cans is more than they made last year.
Yeah, I think it's still going to be limited. But, it'll probably be around for a while because that's like their St. Patrick's Day staple.
Yeah, because it's a golden stout.
It's a golden stout, and it's killer, man.
Yeah.
It's killer.
It is.
It does not taste
really
like Lucky Charms.
No, it's really fucking good, man.
You know, that fucking Skittles beer they made tasted like Skittles. Though.
Yeah, that wasn't a home run by any stretch.
I enjoyed it. I did.
I didn't like it.
I thought it was fun, but I couldn't drink I couldn't drink that every day. But I did enjoy it. But Laura looked at me crazy. I gave her a sip. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here." But it did taste like Skittles.
Yes.
You know?
I thought it did.
If you like Skittles,
fucking
Marshawn Lynch should be looking into that shit.
Sure. You use him for marketing.
That's right. But that snowball fight and the Juicy Pebbles is killer. I got a couple Juicy Pebbles sitting in the fridge when I get home.
Yeah, they're spot on, man. Spot on brews, man.
And earlier I had from Brewdog, born in Scotland, brewed in America. They're a bunch of jocks living in Ohio. They're from Ohio somewhere. Okay. I had their Elvis Juice, which is a grapefruit infused IPA. Okay. Pretty good.
Okay.
And then I had a sip of the Splatterhead and Groby
the
Belgian ale.
The Bedlam in Belgium.
But I did not drink the whole thing.
No.
Sorry, folks. I just was testing the carbonation. I can't drink that whole beer because I got to drive.
Yeah, this is a beer you can't drink this
is
go on the road.
Bourbon barrel-aged dark Belgian... Yeah. It's it'll kick your ass.
This is your couch beer when you're sitting there with your wife. So that way when you're done with the beer, you're snoozing like a fucking baby and she can watch fucking Gilmore Girls or wherever the fuck else she wants to watch and doesn't have to worry about you.
So
that's what you do.
If you look down there, I have a couple pieces of paper for you. And on one of them, I've got I've got some drunk news.
The drunk bozo?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And
should I read that?
You should read that.
Okay, drunk news, man. Here we go.
Here we go. Everybody's favorite.
Yes, we got drunk bozo tries to eat mobile phone on plane. Forces emergency landing.
Yes.
This is probably not what they mean by putting a cell phone in airplane mode.
No.
A drunk UK passenger is facing jail time after attempting to eat his smartphone mid-flight, prompting the plane to make an emergency landing.
He must have been fucking hungry. Really? Bring me those peanuts, man.
Come on, man. I don't think airplane food's that fucking bad. You gotta eat your phone, man. Yeah. Eat the peanuts, have a soda.
Yeah.
The incident occurred in January 2019, but the culprit was only charged with the crime on Monday. Matthew Flaherty, 44, was on an EasyJet flight from Manchester, England to Iceland when he grabbed a bottle of gin from a bag and began chugging, reports Edinburgh Live. The booze-addled air passenger then started talking with a random woman on the plane, reportedly telling her to fuck off when she ignored him. He even tussled with a fellow passenger who was trying to retrieve their luggage from an overhead bin. When crew members tried to intervene, Flaherty turned on them as well, saying, "I'm going to kill you if you do not shut up." No. So I don't think it's like eating a cell phone got the plane. I think it was this fucking dude was drunk and fighting everybody on the phone.
Yeah, you can't fuck with those airline attendants, man.
Then, in a bizarre move, the liquor-logged lout started disassembling his own smartphone and gnawing on the pieces so vigorously that the battery fell out. It began smoldering.
Oh, there you go.
But a quick-thinking air staffer was able to halt the fire hazard by placing the smoking device in a glass of water. Needless to say, the crew was not very intimidated by Flaherty's antics, according to a crew manager, and informed the pilot, who decided to divert the flight to Edinburgh, Scotland. The emergency landing apparently did nothing to soothe the sauced smartphone snacker. Upon arriving at the police station in Livingston, Scotland, he reportedly started bombarding one officer with racial epithets.
Oh, he's just motherfucking everybody, man.
This fucking guy, man, he's batting 1,000.
Yeah.
Despite Flaherty's lawyer blaming the outburst on alcohol and back medication. Sure, it's always it's always those fucking horrible fucking muscle relaxers that fuck you up. Flaherty pleaded guilty to multiple charges during his February 10th court date. Chief among them was endangering the flight due to the fire sparked by his unexpected in-flight snack. The visibly shaken EasyJet crew admitted that they'd never dealt with anything as extreme as this before. This isn't 2020's first viral incident of in-flight intoxication. Earlier this month, a drunk mom left her 7-year-old daughter alone on a Turkey-bound flight to offer a stranger oral sex.
Just stay here, honey.
Mommy will be right back.
Mommy will be right back.
And that's fucking drunk news.
Man. And that's drunk news with InebriNation.
And those fucking wacky fucking British, man.
Yeah. So what else do we got coming up? We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah,
man.
we do got a lot of shit.
It's like initially
it's like East Coast Rampage fucking 2020. Man.
Initially we said that the next event would be the Atlantic City Beer Fest. Well, that's changed.
Yes.
And then we thought the next event would be the Shamrock Brew Fest.
Yes.
And now that's changed.
Due to certain circumstances.
We our next event will actually be March 7th.
Yes.
At the Stars of Craft Beer number 7 in Easton, Pennsylvania.
Yes, at the State Theater.
That's right. Yes. Beautiful venue.
Yes.
And Easton is it's an interesting city, man.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely that square area, or the circle, whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah.
That downtown area right there is on the upswing.
It is.
That's a great neighborhood, man.
Yeah, it's very I hate to say the word trendy and hip, but it is. It has cool places to eat, cool places to drink. The farmers market on the fucking weekends is fucking blasting.
It's killing.
You know, the Crayola factory's there for the families.
The Estonian Hotel is beautiful, man. I stayed there last year, my wedding anniversary. I was like, I don't know what the hell to do, but let's go to Easton. Who doesn't want to celebrate their anniversary at Easton? But it was beautiful.
Easton used to be a shithole.
Yes.
And it's not anymore.
Parts of it, I believe, still might be.
Yes, parts of it, I mean, Easton could be pretty much kind of...
It's not Allentown.
It's not Allentown. I mean, you can liken it to an Asbury Park fucking north.
Right.
I mean, they have cool music venues, great places to eat, breweries, a lot of shit going on all the time, festivals.
Yeah. Great food.
Yes.
I mean, that whole stretch, man, that whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
As soon as you cross the bridge from Jersey, the next 8 blocks are just
Yes,
killer.
Very cool.
I love Easton.
Easton Public Market. That's kind of like the Reading Terminal Market in Philly, but it's in Easton.
Yeah.
And they have like little food stalls and other vendors in there. Open all year. Cool place.
No, it's a great city.
Shout out to Mr. Lee's Noodles.
There you go. But it's a great, and shout out to the Separatist Beer Project.
Yes, Separatist Beer Project.
But it's a great area, great city, and I'm really excited about being part of this festival. So that's coming up March 7th. We'll be doing some heavy promotion for that.
Yeah.
One of the things we'll be doing is recording our show from a ShopRite Liquors
on March 1st.
On March 1st, which is a Sunday, and we're going to set up at ShopRite Liquors.
Fucking broadcasting from a liquor store
and having breweries there, representatives from breweries that will be at the Stars of Craft Beer Fest.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
March 8th. We will be at the Shamrock Brew Fest.
Yes, at Westfield Garden State Plaza Mall.
I know. I still have a hard time getting that Westfield thrown in there.
I don't even know where that's from because Westfield is nowhere near Paramus.
They've got it on it now says Westfield on the things.
Westfield.
They've rebranded. To me, it's always Garden State Plaza.
But Westfield is quite a bit down the parkway.
It's nowhere near. It's not even. It's in Warren County.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from, but we'll be there.
Yes.
And so you're going to hear a lot coming up about that.
Sure.
we're going to be doing a lot of cross pollination.
Yeah.
We've got 2 festivals in one weekend.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
and the breweries don't match up.
It's different breweries.
Yeah, completely separate sets of breweries.
How many breweries are there in the Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton? You hear that? You hear that, Pennsylvania listeners?
Bethlehem.
I said Bethlehem. So we know what's up.
24, I believe.
Wow.
Between the what do they call it, the Tri-Cities?
Yeah, and I think most of them will be at this festival.
Okay.
So not only are there going to be all of these breweries at the festival, there's also a distilling station.
Oh.
There are 3 local distillers offering sips.
Okay, yes. I'm not sure what they are, but I know all 3 of these distillers are at the farmers market in the square on Easton on Sundays.
Nice.
Every one of them has a booth there. I'm not sure their names, but I just see, I'm there buying cool shit to eat. And I'm not buying bottles of booze, but
folks,
they're there.
I recommend the Grand Estonian Hotel.
Okay.
Because not only is there going to be ample beer for you to drink.
Yes.
But there's going to be whiskey.
Yeah.
Or whatever they're distilling.
Maybe Larry Holmes will be there.
Maybe.
The champ.
Maybe. Is he from Easton?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
They even have the big street, Larry Holmes. I think it's Larry Holmes Drive, Larry Holmes Boulevard. Something.
I don't know these things.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, that's coming up.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have the Atlantic City Beer and Music Festival.
Yes.
Which is...
You know what I'm looking forward to? Seeing Against Me on Saturday night.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Gambling.
No. Well, yes. I don't gamble. I play poker.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
It's a skill sport.
Yeah, okay. That's why it's on ESPN?
That's right.
Oh, okay. The Ocho.
Look. It's a game of skill.
It is.
That has a pretty high element of chance.
Yes.
However, your skills are gonna you're it's not gambling.
No.
Okay. So let's just get that out of the way.
Gambling is putting a quarter in the slot.
Gambling is when the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When you're playing poker, you've got 9 other people at the table, so you're 1 in 9.
Yeah.
It all depends on you
to win the game.
To win the game.
Yes.
I don't care what cards are in your. I don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
If you can't win a pot with a 2-9 offsuit, you shouldn't be playing the game.
Okay.
So
there you go. Splatterhead's poker tip of the week.
There you go. But that's April. What is that? April 3rd?
April 3rd to what?
And April 4th.
April 3rd and 4th, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
First weekend in April.
That's right. So right before my birthday, which will be fun. So we will be there. We'll be there Friday night and Saturday, and we will not only be there roaming around like we usually do, but we'll also be on the podcast stage. We will
be on the podcast stage.
Whatever the hell that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's Radio Row, like the Super Bowl.
Let's put these monkeys on stage.
Yeah.
We'll be there. We'll be talking to brewmasters and owners, and we'll be having a good time, man.
Yes,
that's at the Atlantic City Convention Center this year.
Yes.
Get your hotel rooms now. Friday and Saturday night in Atlantic City, they book up quick, man. You got time now, so we got that, and then April 18th.
The Brewstravaganza.
The Brewstravaganza in Morristown at the Mendham Arena.
At the Mendham Arena,
which is a great venue.
Yeah.
I've seen my kid fight there in MMA tournaments.
Yeah, it's a hockey rink, all kinds of shit.
Yep. So that's that's amazing. I disagree with Howard. I think they should have the ice on. How much more fun would that be at a beer festival?
Yeah, I'm like, they usually just keep the ice there and cover it with plywood.
No. Let the ice be there.
Yeah,
Let's watch all these people roam around drinking 2-ounce pours and slipping around on the ice.
Slipping and sliding around. Okay,
that would make for an entertaining show.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be good. I'll just bring my corkers.
There you go.
So I won't be slipping and sliding anywhere.
Yeah, but we have that coming up.
Yeah, but I'm really surprised they melt the ice.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
because
weird.
I mean, at the Garden they don't melt the ice when they have shows.
Yeah,
because I've been to many shows where the Garden floor was covered with like plywood,
right?
But the hockey ice was underneath, and we would get beers, and you could slide the plywood pieces far enough apart to put your beer on the ice, so it stayed cold the whole show.
There you go.
A little tip for if you're going to New York and going to
if you can afford
a metal show at Madison Square Garden.
If you can afford floor seats anymore.
Yeah, well, back in those days they were $15.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, not anymore. Now you got to spend $300 to go see a punk rock band from the 70s that when they were actually a band could never get more than $5 a ticket. So we got that.
Yes.
And then just booked today, we're going upstate, man.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wait. What's it called? Central New York.
Central New York.
They get very upset with us if we call that upstate.
Yeah, only Jersey people call it upstate.
But we are going to be at the Erie Canal.
Yes.
Beer and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
Beer and wine.
Yes.
So Tom can pick up some mixers.
Yeah, I can pick up mixers for vodka.
There's actually a meadery that shows up there too, so it's cool.
So
Crazy Willie's will be there.
Okay.
And you've heard Crazy Willie on the show.
Yeah.
We will be we'll be there on.
It's a good thing it's not Love Canal, man.
I think I told you. It's
we'd be all fucking glowing and shit.
Yeah, it's September 12th. I sent you the wrong date last night. It's a week after Labor Day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said something about the
27th. Yeah, I think that's what he typed in the text, but I spoke to him. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Erie Canal. That's in St. Johnsville, New York. I might be screwing that up, but we'll fix it beforehand.
Okay.
We'll start doing heavy promotion for that probably in July.
Yes.
We got a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
And
we're looking at a couple other ones.
Oh, and that just keeps coming, man.
Yeah.
Just keeps coming.
Yep.
We're staying busy. We're trying to keep you people entertained and in the know. Yeah. You're learning about great stuff, man.
Exactly.
You're learning about great beers.
Yep.
You're learning about great shit.
Yeah.
Cool events.
Yeah. And if you notice the events we're going to, like, some of them, are not only beer.
Right.
There's different things. We got the, Atlantic City's beer and music.
Correct.
You got the Erie Canal beer and wine. So, we're moving into things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just, beer in a room.
No. So, not just sitting around talking smack. No, we're doing big things.
Yes.
We also have a lot of great brewery interviews lined up. We're gonna be returning to Fort Nonsense.
Yes.
We're gonna be going to Lone Eagle.
Okay.
Just working out the details with those guys.
Okay.
Once we get the full tap list from the Easton Fest, we'll be reaching out and visiting some of those breweries. I know Fedley's is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
So we got to talk to them.
Yeah, we drank a lot of their beers when we first started brewing.
We did. Yeah, we drank a lot of Fegley's. They were on sale. Yeah. And they were good.
Yeah, and too bad we couldn't steal your bottles for our own beer because
they don't
you have some sort of proprietary shit going on.
But I've actually been to the brew house. They make great food there.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that. And I'm sure we're going to circle back to Milk Street at some point.
Yeah,
but, keep your eyes out. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, once the warm weather hits, I'm sure you'll be hearing me from Naughty Spirits and other places further south.
Sure.
And,
hey, I don't have much else, man. But before we go, don't forget, go to megabyteevents.com and click on the Shamrock. You got till Sunday, man.
Yeah, you got till Sunday. Tickets are half price.
Half price.
Yes.
So look, those tickets, like I said earlier, it's $49 for a regular ticket.
Yeah.
All right, that gets you in. That gets you in the door. It gets you the sample glass that is, commonplace with every beer festival.
Yeah.
5-ounce glass. They're only going to fill it up to the 2-ounce line. Trust me, that's all you need. You can go circling around in circles and keep going back to these guys. They don't care. You're in there for the length of the festival. You can have as many samples as you want.
Sure.
$59.
Yeah, this is the thing I was going to say. If tickets are half price, get a VIP ticket.
Exactly.
Because then you get free food too.
Right. And you get in an hour early.
You get in an hour early. You get free food, so you can have a couple of beers and eat.
You get an actual glass.
Yeah, you get an actual glass
to take home with you.
Yeah,
you can't walk around with that glass and expect they're going to fill it for you.
No,
you still got to use your little plastic guy.
Yeah,
but you're gonna get the VIP.
Yeah, because you get free food. You can eat and have a couple of beers an hour before, and then you're good to go all day.
And either way, get the VIP.
Get the VIP.
It's $10 more.
Yes,
I mean,
but either way, order tickets. They're half price
through Sunday.
Basically, 2 for the price of 1.
That's right.
What
is it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
You got a few more days left.
Yeah. So 2 for the price of 1. Man, can't beat it.
Yeah. Don't wait till the last minute, man.
No.
So, that's it, man. That's all I got.
That's all I got, too.
You've been listening to the InebriNation podcast.
Yes, on the Crow's Nest Podcast Network.
Home of the Crow's Nest podcast.
Home of the Pillaging Podcast.
East Coast Nation.
Ladies of Darkness.
No Ledge.
Put on Waivers.
Blackout. And soon to be.
The
Fan Club Blitz. At some point.
At some fucking point in the future, the Fan Club Blitz will be in there too.
There you go. All right, we're out.
All right, later.
singer.